Okay, so we're going to take a look and see. I used to do this reading when I first started my channel, and it was called Where You Are and Where You're Going. So this is going to kind of be kind of a spin-off to that. I don't know how much exactly I'm going to get into detail like I did in those readings, but we're just going to take a look at where you are currently in your life. This is going to be just where you are in general, whatever comes up, whatever Spirit's wanting to express. I'm sure love will be in there, of course. So we have 3 piles here to choose from. This is a new deck here, but before I get started, I also wanted to mention that I'm going to do another giveaway on my channel because, and this always happens to me, I accidentally ordered this deck twice. This is called the, well, let me just show y'all the book here. If you're familiar with the Mystic Mundanes Tarot, this is like kind of like a spin-off to that. It's called the Cosmic Creatures deck. It's basically a whole deck with animals here, so kind of like oracles with the animals here on them. So I'm going to be giving this away. I'm going to use it today in the reading as well, so y'all can kind of look at it and see what you think. So if you're interested in that, I hopefully will be posting that before too long. And I'm still waiting on it. The other deck hasn't come in yet, the one I'm going to give away. So as soon as it does, we will I'll be posting that. So keep an eye out for it on my community page. Also, we're going to use some oracle cards to get started into each pile, and we will be using the it's been a long time since I've used it. It's called the 𝖈𝖆𝖗𝖈𝖑 Tarot. Luminary. People say it differently, I swear. Anyway, we're going to use that to pull some information, and yeah, that's what we're doing here. I might also get some charms, by the way. So 3 piles to choose from. This deck here is a brand new deck. I haven't used it yet. It's called the Morden Love Tarot. It is very awesome. I'll show you the box that it came in. It's really pretty, it's really bright, and I wasn't even expecting it to look like this when it came out, so I was very excited when I saw it. I was like, ooh, that's shiny. So I got excited. And then we also have the Ethereal Tarot. I just lost my train of thought for pile 2. And then pile 3, you have the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. Now in pile 3, I do not use this deck in reversals. I always use the upright. It's just something that I have with this deck I just don't feel comfortable with. Some of my decks are like that. This one's like that. So no reversals in this deck. Okay, guys, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and we'll see what messages Spirit has for you today. And yeah, I'll see you at your pile. Thanks. Bye. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the awesome, the Morden Love Tarot, then this will be your reading. So what we're going to do before we get tarot, so I'm going to put this to the side. We're going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards. I have a bunch here to choose from. We're going to use the new Cosmic Creatures deck to see what kind of animals we need to be referencing here for you. So I'm going to do this in a way of where you are and then where you're going. So we're first going to pull where you are. Okay, this is going to be an animal that's referencing you and your energy that you're in right now. So Spirit, we want to know where pile 1 is right now. What was the representation of them right now in this moment? The Lion. That's a good card to have. That's Leo energy. Strength and Tarot. Okay, we're going to get these are the Wisdom of the Oracles. So we're going to pull a few of these real quick. So this is going to tell me more about where you are currently. This is the energy you're in. Okay, so that we're going to take a look at now and see where you are. Where is pile 1 currently? New Life, number 39. We have Clean It Up, number 21. So number 39 added together is number 12, so those are mirrored numbers there. a reflection of what's going on in your life currently. So these are the energy of the 7, I think. I always forget the name of how you say these. Okay, these are a gift from Joy. At A Journey in Light. If you don't know who that is, y'all should go check her out. She hasn't posted in a little while, but she has some really awesome shorter videos on there. She's really good. Okay, so this is going to tell me about, this is what you're dealing with. This is the energy you're in, and then this is going to tell me about how you're feeling in that energy, okay? So how is pile 1 feeling in the current energy that they're in? How are they feeling in the current energies? Storyteller, number 17. Great Big Love, number 26. Okay, and then one more, guys. This one here is a deck that I've been collecting from my goddess box. So these have moon cycles, signs, zodiac signs, stuff like that on them, crystals, I believe. So we'll just see what comes out, and this is just going to be kind of telling me more about your current energies. And these could also be zodiac signs if you're looking for your sign or something like that, okay? Could be a certain stone, crystal, certain moon phase, whatever that is. So we have smoky quartz, protection. I see. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take what we're working with right here so far, and then we'll get some, tell you what I'm seeing, and then we'll get some tarot, okay? Okay. Pile 1. So you'll be able to tell if this is your reading or not by what I'm about to tell you. Pile 1. So I feel like you're at a point in your life to where you're trying to put on a brave face. I think that you are trying to gather strength. I feel like you're feeling very courageous at this moment and taking an opportunity to start something new in your life. You're at a place to where you're kind of like out with the old and in with the new. You're just looking for a new space. I do believe that in a way, part of this has to do with the emotional aspect. Is I think that you're either coming out of a relationship, maybe not a relationship, but definitely some kind of heavy connection that you had. And in a way, you're kind of protecting your own energy, okay? I feel like you're seeing things in a different way from what you did in the past. And along with being able to see things more clearly, you're kind of wanting to protect yourself in that space by getting rid of everything that happened prior to this, okay? It's storming outside, guys, by the way, so I don't know if y'all could hear that. Hopefully it's not too loud on the video. The rain just picked up. You're gaining some wings here. You are gaining some wings. You're definitely heavily taking on this line energy, this Leo, this strength energy here. It's almost like you're just recognizing the places in your life that need change, and you want to make that change happen. You want to expand, you want to grow, and you know in order to do that you have to clean up where you are. This could come in different ways. This could come in the way of you cleaning up your own self, your body, your soul, your mind. This is also coming in the way of just cleaning up your space, whatever's around you, whatever energy that you feel like is around you. It's like out with the old. You're wanting to clear out the house. So if this is a relationship that you're breaking yourself free from, in whatever way that is for you, clearing that energy out could look like, doing things new in your house, changing things up a little bit, getting rid of things that no longer serve you anymore, getting rid of things that maybe weren't even yours, and that person's out. It's kind of like that kind of energy is what I'm feeling. But there is a spot of you that it's almost like you really desire this new beginning, but in a way it's also kind of emotionally, I feel like it's kind of exhausting. And you're just ready for it to, ready to start this new life and just ready to get going in a new space, because wherever you were was holding you back. It was holding you down. I have to say there's a lot about these cards that are reminding me of wings. You know, you have the wings here, wings here, wings here, and it's like you're really learning to take control of your own power that you have inside of you. You're standing up for yourself. You're in a position now to where you're saying, you know, I am strong enough. I don't need anybody to hold me back. I'm capable of doing this on my own. You're taking on that leadership role for yourself. And you're being loyal to yourself in that way. You're being loyal to your own energy, saying, you know, I'm taking control of where I put my time and my effort because of something I think that happened to you here pertaining to your past, I believe. And I don't know that it's necessarily something that you have completely healed from. I have to point out also, as far as healing goes, if you are trying to heal from a situation like that, from what you felt like was a great big love here, then you definitely need to possibly write it down, may be helpful for you. Because sometimes whenever we, and I don't think that you've done that yet, the Spirit's kind of bringing that message through that this will definitely be helpful for you. That's like the key to a lot of things, that a lot of facts or information that you're missing within yourself and how you reacted in this situation or how you went through this journey on this experience here. I feel like you're finally getting to the place to where you've like put your heart back together, right? And again, number 26 added is the number 8. We go back to the number 8 being in tarot is strength, and you have the line here which referenced it as the strength card because that's Leo energy. And it's like you've regained this confidence in yourself, right? And all the white wings here, or white feathers, and the feather here, it's all representation of a new experience. You know, part of what, whatever you've healed from here, you're being able to see that there could be a new experience for yourself in the future. And it's heavy. And you know, there's a little bit of hesitation to it when it comes to love in particular, because of, I think that you're still really putting the pieces back together. I think that you're really still putting the pieces back together in your heart. You're still really, you know, still rebuilding your heart from how it was shattered in the past. That's why the protection's here. That's why you feel this need to protect yourself. So you're clearing out all the old space and allowing new energies to come in. Definitely here, though, emphasis, guys, on this healing here. And this is also the number 8. It's the number 17 added together is 8. I really feel as if it would be very beneficial for you to be able to write stuff down. When we write things down, we process things in a different way, especially when we go back and reread it. Because sometimes when we write things down, that's why it's so important, I feel, to journal or type. If you don't want to write, you know, just type it. To go back and reread it, because we see it in a way of like someone else's story, and we're looking at it in a different way than we look at it when it's in our head. You know, it's something about the spoken word or the written word, putting it out instead of it just being contained within inside of us, that's healing. And that we're able to clearly see things that are harder for us to see when they're only kept within our own mind. Try it. I think that it's repetitive in my head, and I think that it would be very beneficial for you here. Okay, so let's get some tarot. I'm going to put some tarot down here to take a look further. We'll move these up a little bit, and then after this, we'll see where you're going, okay? We know what you want. We know what you're after. We know why. We know all that stuff. So let's see where you're going from here. And I apologize if there's kind of a glare on the cards here, guys. It's there's nothing I can really do about it. I'm just going to be honest, so I'm sorry. Hopefully that doesn't bother y'all too much. Okay, so let's see what you're going through here. Let's see if we can get some advice and things for you out of this. Where is Pile 1, Spirit? We want to know where they are currently. Tell us more. The 8 of Cups. Look at this. Look at this card, guys. How synchronistic is this? A couple of things are just striking here out at me. First off, she's literally moving into somewhere else. This is the 8 of Cups, so it's talking about moving on past something that you've already emotionally invested so much into, but knowing that you have to do what's best for you, and even though it's painful, even though it hurts and it's not easy, you have to abandon a situation because it was just, you're turning your back on it because it was disappointment. You see disappointment in whatever it was that you invested into. And I think it's because you saw this as something that was a big, great love, something that you put a lot of love, a lot of effort into. And this could also come in the way of a career or somewhere that maybe you moved, you know, had an idea of moving somewhere and it didn't work out or whatever it was. This might not be just love itself, so take how it resonates. It's going to be, I think, a little different for all you guys. But I have to also point out that there's a key here and there's also this key here, and they keep kind of wanting to mention the fact that you do have the key to this healing that needs to take place, by the way. In order for you to be able to fully move forward in the way, in the direction that you're wanting, or the direction that you feel the need to go, you really need to pick up that key and heal a little bit more of your heart that's there. There's a piece of your heart. You need to be able to, you're doing the motion, right? You're doing the motion. You're taking the initiative to look out for yourself and move forward here, but you need to, that doesn't mean the healing stops. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it doesn't mean that the healing stops there. It doesn't. It's part of the process is all. What else? The Knight of Cups. So I'm getting kind of a different kind of energy with this Knight of Cups than I normally do. This Knight of Cups can be an energy of wanting to move towards something, okay? Or wanting to, I'm not sure how to explain this. This is kind of a stranger thing to say, but with the Knight of Cups, you have this idea of who you want now. And a lot of it, now bear with me here, okay? A lot of it has to do with a past person. And there's a part of that Spirit's saying you really need to open your eyes up more, because if you aren't, then you're always going to be searching for this past person in some kind of way. You know? You ever know how like you get into a relationship and you know, you and that person split up or whatever, and then you see that person later and they're with somebody and you're like, that person kind of looks like me. You know what I mean? Like or they do that, or you do that, or whatever, you like get with someone else and they look very similar to your last person. I feel And this is what Spirit's trying to explain. I feel like sometimes when that happens, it's because we haven't fully let that past person go. And so we're still searching for that, but a different version of that person, a better version of that person. Do you know what I mean? Now, I understand everybody, there's certain things that people like about, you know, who they're wanting to be with as far as physical features go. But what they're saying here is that you really need to, sometimes great big love is with somebody that you didn't expect yourself being with. You didn't see yourself being with. And that's kind of what they're insinuating here, is that part of the healing that you still need to do is going to help you moving forward and being able to kind of broaden who you may be interested in. And that could lead you to a better place. You know, maybe not somebody to get with forever, not be that forever person for you, but definitely new experiences with people, so that you can kind of more decide on what it is that you do really like. Because just because somebody comes into your life that you connect with on a deep level and you like everything about that person, of course everybody has, you know, things that we have to, you know, everybody's got the good and the bad in them. Everybody does. In the beginning, they only present the good. You know, you don't want to present your bad side to anybody in the beginning. You probably wouldn't get anywhere if they're smart. But I'm saying here is that whenever you allow yourself to be in a situation that may be a little bit uncomfortable for you around someone that's kind of different, you grow from that. You grow from putting yourself in more uncomfortable places. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what they're insinuating here. If you kind of, you know, you could look at a picture of somebody and be like, no, that's okay. They don't look like my type. But you don't know that person truly, you know. It's hard to, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Can you tell me more, please? I'm going to show you what I'm seeing here, for instance. For instance, in this picture here, okay? There's 3 individuals here, which is odd for the Knight of Cups, but anyways. This lady here is focused completely on this man here. But then there's also this gentleman right here. But this man here, look at him. You know, I'm pretty sure that's his car, probably his house. I mean, you can just look at him and be like, that's probably that guy's stuff, right? He looks like he owns his own business and he has things going for him. He has a glass of wine in his hand. His arms are open, you know, and he sees himself as someone that is, you know, looks good in that way, right? And she is looking at him. She's not looking at this guy here at all. But this guy here he's still smiling. He has his hands in his pockets. And that's kind of what I'm saying here, is that don't be so focused on what you're used to here, because sometimes it might be someone that you don't expect that ends up bringing you the great big love that you were looking for. Okay. Judgment in reverse. It's the same thing. I was just going to say it. There's the wings again. White wings again. It's time to let go. It's really time to let go of this place that you've been putting yourself in and face the truth. To wake up to the awareness of yourself and stop denying yourself your own future here. Stop denying yourself your own future. You want it. It's right here. New life cleanup. Clean it up. You want this. But you need to stop denying it. Because I feel like you are. I have to say for sure, also, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever it is that you connect with the most, it's like they're reaching out for you, trying to pull you up out of this that you've placed yourself in. There's a whole nother world that's out here for you. And they're saying, you know, you have the ability to come out of this. You have the ability to come out of this space that you're in and experience this whole world that's there. You don't need to doubt yourself. Stop doubting yourself. And this Eight of Cups here, look at her. She's undoubtedly doubting herself. Look at her face. I'm having to move, but I don't want to. She's wondering if she's making the wrong decisions. You need to, they're saying, stick to it. Stick to a decision. Run with it. Do something for yourself. Come up out of it. There's a whole nother world that's waiting for you. I can't wait to get into the other portion of your reading. Okay, let's see what else. The Three of Wands in reverse, yes. Okay, this one's heavy. You're causing yourself your own delay in your life moving forward. You feel powerless in some aspects of your life and taking a new direction for yourself. And it's because you're not staying focused on really what you want. Because there is energy here of you more staying focused on what was. Like this. She's not excited to move because she's focused. She's sitting in that house and she's focused on what she had. They're saying you need to focus on moving forward and what could be out there for you. But not holding fear, saying I'm too fearful to take a step forward because I don't know what's out there. What if it doesn't work out? You know, all of these things that you tell yourself are holding you back and keeping you feeling helpless in a place where you have all this strength inside of you to use. It's just like, you know, they're telling you here, come up out of this. You have more strength than you realize. You don't have to be in this hole. It's a frustrating energy for me to feel because I get the weirdest things in my head, I swear. I just got a thing come up in my head, like someone that's on a race, right? They're doing a race around the track and someone's standing there and they're like, I just can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And they're like, well, why can't you do it? And they're like, well, it's my shoes. My shoes aren't fitting right. These are new shoes and I want my old shoes on. These ones don't work. And your spirit guide's like going, what? What? The finish line is right there. Just run. And you're like, God, I don't know if I can do it in these shoes that I have. I don't think I can do it in these shoes. Well, it's what you have. And the finish line is right there. And it's not that you don't have the strength. It's not that you're out of breath. It's not that you don't have, you know, the capability of getting from here to there. It's that it's almost like you're just sitting in your sorrows kind of place, wanting to be in this sadder place. You're having a hard time letting go of what was. Yeah. That you need to face your reality of what is. You don't know what will happen. You don't. You have no idea what will happen when you jump on that reality bus and take off. And all your glory and all your strength and all your abilities to be able to manifest what you want in your life. You don't know what will happen. You know? You never know what will happen. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Strength in reverse. Strength in reverse. Imagine that. Imagine that. Strength in reverse. So, This doesn't really need to be said at all, does it? And I have to show you the significance. I mean, this is crazy that this card actually finally came out. And you have the lines, and you have the line. You have this line. This energy is in you. And I think you see glimpses of it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, there's sometimes that you have these like glimpses of a line of like this courage inside of you, and you're like, I can do this, I can do this. And like maybe for a whole day you feel that way, or maybe even a whole week, you know, you feel that way. But then something happens and you pull yourself back again. And I think that's why there's so much on you healing, knowing that this doesn't mean that this is over. This doesn't mean that this experience that you had, that it's done. It means that this is part of the healing process moving forward for you. This is a big part of the healing process. Acknowledging your strength, acknowledging your capabilities, acknowledging the awareness in you, acknowledging that you can have more than what you currently have now. That is the healing process, the big hump that you have to, you know, make it over, right? Like I said, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You don't know how things are going to work out. But all you have is this energy that you're in currently in this moment right now. And you have this lion energy, this strength inside of you. They're desperately wanting you to use it. Please. Use the strength that you have. You went through this whole process for a reason. You're a lot stronger than you used to be. Clean it up. Clear out that old space. You know, this is the number 21. 2 is about those decisions that you need to make. 1 is about the new beginning that you need. And added together, 3 is a number of growth and creating something new for your life. It's the Empress in Tarot. So it's about, you know, those new opportunities and having abundance and creating, you know, embracing growth, new life. That's not a coincidence. Okay. So let's now look at where you're going. Okay. So let's take a look. This is your advice for this part. This is what Spirit's trying to explain to you. Okay, so you're moving, you're in that process of moving on. There's still healing that needs to take place. So let's see how it's going to work out for you when you get to where you're going. Okay, if you are able to conquer this energy, if you're able to get to a new space that you're trying to get to, what kind of energy will you be in? Let's take a look. Okay. What kind of energy, Spirit, will 𝖈𝖆𝖗𝖈 be in when they get to where they're going? When they get to this, over this hump, over this obstacle here, what kind of energy will they be in? Alligator. Dang it, I should have said it. I should have said it. Dang it, I should have called it. I was thinking about the alligator whenever I picked up the deck. As soon as I picked it up, I was thinking about it. Alligators, a lot of people don't realize, but you do have somebody here that's with you. This red, somebody that's, somebody could have red hair. But somebody that is someone, there's a redness that is a past energy, maybe a past loved one or something to that nature that is coming through that wants you to know that they are with you, okay? It's a side note. The color red, too, is significant for someone. Okay. A lot of people don't know this about alligators, but alligators are very motherly. They are. They're very protective of their young, but they're very motherly. And so you may have children that you feel like you are trying to protect in some kind of way. Or you may just be trying to be very nurturing to yourself. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind and remember that this is the energy that you're moving into. Okay, this is the energy from that past energy. This is where you're headed. Okay, this is where you're headed. This may also help you too, to see where you could be in a way. Okay. So in the energy that you're in, moving forward, where are you headed? Now there is some work that needs to go into that healing, and you know, it's acknowledging your own strength there. So we'll see how this is going to come out. So what's the situation look like moving forward? And the energy ahead for pile 1, what does it look like? I think I said this. Did I say this? I think I did. Here and now. Here and now. This is the number 32, which adds up to 5, which is about that change. 3 is about that growth, and 2 is about making decisions. We have past and future energies here, okay? What else can you tell me about this, Spirit? What else? Time to go. Boy, ain't that significant to where you are. Ain't that significant? That's so funny. Okay, so let's see about emotionally where you're at. You're in a very, very, you know, we saw that protective energy with the smoky quartz there, but you're also still moving forward in a very protective energy for yourself. And I feel like the reason that you are protective in the way that you are moving forward is because I feel like you are in an unfamiliar space for you. This is unfamiliar territory. I don't know about this. That's the kind of energy you're going to be in. I also feel like that you may be gaining a lot of clarity in this space about yourself. Yeah, it's going to help you to see how strong you are and how capable you are to lead yourself in the direction that you want to take. I feel like you're going to be in a space to where you are around you, to where you're trying to settle, okay? In the energies, in the here and now, you're trying to settle in that. You're trying to release what was. You're trying to not really focus so much on the future, and you're trying to kind of just be in this moment, in here and now, which is a good place to be. It's always a good place to be when you're just present, you know. You're just present in where you are. Let's get, okay. So this is how emotionally you are, okay? We have, wow, look at these 2 cards and how crazy identical those 2 cards look. Let me move this down because that glare. Do you see that? All the stars here, these are 2 different decks. All the stars here and all the stars here. And then the pathway is almost just the same. And also, this is the number 45. This is the number 3. So you have 3, 4, 5 here. This clock here reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, which is an opportunity. You are going to get, okay, there's an opportunity that's going to come out, okay? You're going to have an opportunity and you're going to feel pushed. You're going to feel like it's wings again. Look at this. There's the wings again. White wings. You're going to feel pushed in a direction when this opportunity comes out, okay? We also have, into me I see, it's the number 8. Oh my gosh, I think you're going to figure out that you have more strength than you thought you were ever capable of. This card is absolutely awesome. Into me, wow. And you have my favorite card, which is the Rose's Kiss, which is the number 9. You have 2 9s here. Again, I'm seeing prosperity here. The Rose's Kiss. This is good. I see some good things coming your way. Let's get some of these just to see more, okay? A lot of opportunities and prosperity, and you will come into your realization of strength, and you will find a place. You're gonna be able to let your guard down. I know you're saying, okay. don't think that's going to happen, but you're going to feel uncomfortable in the beginning because you're going to be in a unknown territory for you. But I think that you will be able to eventually be vulnerable in that space that you're in. And it's going to come from the strength that you realize you have within you. Yeah, you're going to feel very empowered right here. You're gaining those wings that I keep mentioning, we keep talking about. She's wearing them as a crown, So you're going to recognize whatever you went through, the strength that you gained from that, and that now you are wearing it as a trophy, you know? And you're capable of being vulnerable, more vulnerable in a situation. Okay, so we have a couple that came out. I'm going to take them all. We have Sagittarius, I don't know why I have a hard time saying this. Spontaneous. I know that doesn't sound right, sorry. Energetic, intelligent. So Sagittarius, you may have Sagittarius in your chart, or you may just be obtaining this Sagittarius energy, which is also the 9th house, which you have these 2 9s here. So maybe they're wanting, and 999 itself means it's time to start a new journey and wrap up loose ends. And that's the same exact thing that you had in this past, the past part of the reading, and the kind of the energy that I'm gathering from here as well. You kind of finding that steady place. Sagittarius is the arrow, they strike when they see something that they want. And I feel like you are going to get faced with this opportunity here. This is also the number 3, which we talked about in the previous reading, but it's about the Empress in Tarot. So it's about birthing something new and having new opportunities, having abundance, creating a new life for yourself. This is what you're going to get the opportunity. You're going to realize it's time to open that door. It's time to go through that door. But there's something here that's going to push you in that direction. And I feel like it's something that you're definitely going to have your eye on here. It's going to give you a renewed, it's going to make you feel good. It's just going to make you feel really good. You're going to see yourself in a whole new way. You also have Virgo. So I just looked up Virgo before I started your reading. That's so crazy. The reason I did is because I realized that Ruby, my cat, she is a Virgo. But so that's supportive, reliable. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. I cannot read that. I'm not sure what that says, but let's talk about Virgo, okay? So Virgo is actually the 6th house. Virgo's more about being practical, okay? It's about responsibilities. It's about work. And I feel like there may be something in your vicinity that you feel like is going to be very reliable for you, going to help support you. It's kind of like I'm feeling like when you move to a new location and you find like the perfect situation there for you, for the time being, for the here and now, for the present. You know what I mean? And you're going to jump on this opportunity because you're going to feel it's going to be empowering for you as well. But like I said, you're going to feel like you have your eye on it. This ladybug here, ladybugs are about prosperity, about good luck. And this being the rose's kiss, I feel like this is going to be something that you feel like is just perfect in the moment for yourself. The heart, gratitude and compassion. This is right here. Guys, this is a really good energy that I'm feeling from this card. With gratitude and compassion, you're going to have a realization through all this experience. When you end up where you're going to have a realization of how much gratitude you have for experiencing everything that you did, and how much compassion that you have for yourself and your heart for going through all that, because it got you to this place to where you are in the future. And it's a practical place. you're going to feel a little out of water at first, but you're going to get some kind of opportunity here that's going to make you just like spark this calmness inside of you. This, man, I'm so lucky to be here, and I wouldn't have gotten here unless I went through what I went through. That's where the gratitude's going to pick up. So let's get some tarot. I know I got quiet, but there's not really a lot more to say, I feel. That's so good. I feel like you're in a really good spot here in the future. I know you can't see it now, but I wished you could. The Three of Cups in reverse. There's going to be a part of you that you're going to feel like, yeah, this is a card of parting ways. This is a card of feeling isolated. You know, when the Three of Cups is in reverse, it's saying, I'm parting ways with what was, and I'm finding my own independence here. So you're leaving the past, and you're realizing, like I said, you are your own leader. We also have the Five of Cups in reverse. That's awesome. And the Hierophant in reverse. You're breaking free here from feeling like you've been held captive about what other people think that you need to be doing or think that you should be doing. You're taking this initiative that you're only listening to yourself. And it's a new direction that is way totally different from what you're used to here. This Five of Cups in reverse is a card of having so many good things for you because of this past energy that we saw. This is about moving forward, moving on, having forgiveness for yourself for whatever happened, accepting it, and finding peace. What else? And I just want to say, this goes to show that cards that come in reverse aren't always negative. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I want to say that to somebody. The World. I like it. I like it. The World. So this is you starting something brand new. This is about ending a cycle that's been in your life and having success moving forward. Feeling like you feel fulfilled, you know? Closing a chapter in your life. Becoming something different. I feel like this is going to change you so much in a good way. In a good way. The Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is actually a card of there being, you know, a change that takes place, but you've been resisting some kind of change that takes place, right? But this is also this energy, and I got it here with Virgo here, with being practical, and you're going to just be in this space with the Eight of Wands to where you can just slow everything down. Just in this peaceful, stillness place. Like a Sunday afternoon. Like a Sunday afternoon when it's just, well, I don't know how it is at your house. Not always quiet at mine, but I'm just saying it's like that. You don't have anywhere that you have to move to, anywhere that you have to go. You're going to feel it's just this calm. Calm with everything. You're going to have something, if this is like a career type thing, you're going to have something that's great for you that shows up in an opportunity. And it's just right on time. Right on time for you. Time machine, time to go. You're going to be able to recognize your strength. You're going to see this as being the perfect thing for you, perfect place, perfect time, perfect people around, perfect situation for you. And it's going to give you this overall calmness after closing a chapter in your life. Finding your independence, moving forward and accepting so that you can find your peace, Not listening to everyone else, but gathering your own strength to make a new approach. This is the new approach. This is the new you. And then closing that chapter, closing that door. Yeah. And slowing down, taking a break for yourself. The bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles, and I think that's really here in reverse. And I think it's here because you're not overcommitting yourself anywhere. You're not committing yourself to anything in the future. You're just being present. I'm not committing to anything in the future. I just want to enjoy this moment that I'm in right now. It's a really awesome energy to be in. It's a really awesome place to be in. Okay, so let's get some oracles. We're going to use these ones. And then I'll probably also get a message. I'm not going to get charms. I'm going to get probably a message card from Spirit. One of these, and then I'll get some initials as well, okay? We'll do it like that. We'll play that. Okay. So what do you have for pile 1, Spirit? What is... Ooh, well, that came running out. Oh my gosh, guys. It says the heart chakra. We have this heart card here. Unfurling back to love. Okay. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled by enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universe's desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is a force that will change the world. Have compassion. Express your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet. In all of its perfect balance, loving you back. Yeah. Wow. You're going to have this whole new understanding of love and what it means for you, what it really is when it comes to yourself. You know, not about relationships, not about other people, not about any of that, but having love for yourself. That's why you're going to see into yourself, see into me. That's why you're going to recognize your strength. Okay, so I just pulled one. I just felt called. Love Your Dreams is on the back. So let's see what that reads, and then we'll get some charms to close. Okay. Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unveil all that we know intimately, how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexes of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, you can feel the importance of these currents of energies that bring events together in miraculous ways. You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know how, the what, and the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit waves your life's mysteries and beautiful tapestry in generous technicolor. I was doing so great right there till the end. Loving you so much and always. Guys, this is exactly your perfect card for you, because it's about what I said in the beginning. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know what it's going to look like. You know? This is exactly what it's talking about here. To leave the mystery up to spirit. To leave the beauty of it up to spirit and be in the present, which I think that you will come into. Okay, so let's get you some initials. These could be someone's initials. These could be your initials. These could be just whatever they are. It could say something in the letters. Now, you don't leave after this just yet. I have a surprise I want to show you guys. So, hang in there. Okay, so that's awesome. So, we have the 4 and the 1. So, 4 is about stability, which you will come into. It's about home. The 4, you know, the 4th house is about home. It's Cancer energy. And it's about securities, foundations, family. It's planting roots somewhere. I think this is just overall of your spread. This is significant of overall of your spread here. We also have the 1. Now, 1 is about the new beginnings. It's the 1st house. It's about self too. Focusing on yourself, having new beginnings for yourself. And it's Magician and Tarot. It's saying you can manifest this. You have everything that you need to manifest this. That's something that you really need to wrap your head around, that you can do it. We also have 41 here. Could be someone's age. We have the X here because you're sitting at a crossroads here. I think that you're making decisions on what you're going to do. Also, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is the number of change, which you're going to be going through here. You need to accept, you need to accept it. Allow it to come in. We have S, C, O, V, and an M or a W. We have V, Y, A, Y, yay. They're saying yay. They're excited for you. X again. U, I, and E. So I'm going to hold these up for you guys. If y'all see anything in here and I'm not seeing something here, could you write it in the description box, please? And maybe somebody else needs to see it. I don't want to spend too much time on just putting these words together. Okay, so I'm going to show you something real quick before y'all take off on me. Hold on just 1 second. Let me get it. Come here. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't she sweet? This, I believe her name is going to be Sapphire because my 13-year-old decides to name all of our cats after crystals. Let me see if I can turn her over. She likes to be on her back, actually, so y'all can see her sweet little face. Isn't she cute? Ruby is pissed. I'm not gonna lie. Ruby's really pissed off. She's not having it. She doesn't like her yet at all. She's hissing at her all the time. She'll get over it. Ruby, like I said, is a Virgo. I do believe this cat is an Aries, so that should be interesting. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that this all resonates for you and makes sense and helps you guys in whatever way you need it. And if you want a personal reading from me, my information for that is down below. I'm starting them in June. And shoot me an email. I'll write you one back. And thanks, guys, for being here. And appreciate y'all. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hey, pal, too. So if you chose the ethereal or ethereal, I never can. I just can't say anything right today, or this week, or this month, or since Mercury retrograde, apparently. Anyway, this is going to be your reading here. Guys, I have to be honest. I'm going to set this to the side. We're going to pull some oracle cards. I started to feel really tired when I started to tap into y'all's energy. So, yeah, I feel it's like exhausting me right now. Like my eyes feel real heavy. I wasn't like that in pile 1. I was actually had a good amount of energy, and I just finished pile 1. So let's see what's going on with you, okay? So this is going to be what we're tapping into here is going to be the energy that you're in currently. So these are the Cosmic Creatures deck, the deck that I'm going to give away. And we're going to tap in to see how your current energy is, what animal you're representing here currently. Then we're going to get some oracles to see your situation, where you are, and then the emotional how you're emotionally handling that, okay? So where are you currently? Oh, that, we'll just take that one. It barely wanted to come out. We have the Moth. That's why you feel so tired. So I'm getting a lot from this card right here. One is I feel like you're doing a lot of shadow work, or you're seeing a lot of aspects of yourself that are your shadow side that you've not acknowledged in the past, that are kind of overwhelming you, making you feel exhausted, making you feel tired, making you feel like there's a lot of work that you have to do on yourself. I also feel like you've maybe been having a lot of sleepless nights. I'm getting Nine of Swords energy from this card. I do feel like you've been having nights where you're just having a lot of anxieties that are going through your head, okay? I feel like you're feeling a lot of fears. I think this has a lot to do with pertaining to the past and the way that maybe the way that you were in the past, who you were in the past. Just you're having you could be experiencing a dark night of the soul even at this time. That'll make you feel tired. Okay, so we're going to use the wisdom of the oracle. I'm going to see if it'll tell me more about the situation that you're in currently. For how to. We have milk and honey, number 51. It's the second time I've saw 6. Okay, well, we have 3 that just popped out. I'm actually going to take them all. Why not? Never-ending story. Look at, do you see the way she looks here in this card? This is the energy I'm feeling from you. You feel just wore out, exhausted, like never-ending story. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like you just feel like you need nurturement. You need milk and honey. You feel as if doing this work on yourself, nurturing yourself, focusing on yourself and all that is causing you to feel like this is never going to stop. This is like a never-ending story here. I go round and round. No kidding. I'm sorry. That's not funny, but that's crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? That's what you feel like. Just round and round. And then you also have the here and now. Being in the here and now. Right now, whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, and I do believe you're going through a dark night of the soul type of process here. We're going to get some more cards to see the emotional aspect of it, but I do feel as if you feel like this is like a never-ending story, round and round. You just keep, every time you feel like you've got something resolved, something comes back up, and then something else comes back up. And then you're like, how long is this going to go? How far is this going to happen? Like, good grief, you know, like, how bad was I? You are. It's everybody experiences this when they go through this experience. So we're going to get all into it, okay? So I also am seeing 555 here. They're like pointing out to me big time. That's saying that there's going to be huge changes that are taking place for you. And the universe wants you to understand that they're working with you on this. They're working for you. Even if you can't feel it right now and you kind of feel like, why me? There is a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? You won't go round and round forever. We have broken open. Definitely, definitely. You have really been broken open to some awareness within yourself. Okay, here we go. Feeling the world, yeah. This is the way you're handling this situation emotionally, okay? You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. I know what that's like. The land in between. These are both the number 4, and then you also have the number 33, ears wide open. Wow. So we did see wide open. We also have close encounters, the number 10 here at the bottom of the deck. You're protecting yourself from someone around you. You're protecting yourself from someone around you. You don't want someone around you to know you're experiencing what you're experiencing. Why is that? Okay, we'll get more into it, but this is going to be definitely, if you're tuning into this is definitely going to be a spiritual take here on this, in this reading. So let's get started, okay? So I've already said a lot about what you're experiencing right now. I think that you're going through these shadow sides of yourself. I think that you're feeling this weight on you emotionally. You're being able to really see things right in front of you, okay, that you didn't ever see before. And when you're faced with these things right in front of you, it comes in the way of, I think it's kind of different for everybody and how it kind of comes on automatically. You may have went through a process where you were starting to pick up on other people around you and their behavior and the way they acted and why they acted that way, and really starting to analyze it and kind of seep more into it and starting to see them in a different way because of that. And I think that going through that process, at some point, it's caused you to turn internal. It's caused you to look at yourself, almost in a way of holding the mirror up to yourself and saying, if these people are like this and I'm seeing this in them, what am I doing? How am I reacting? How am I being in this scenario? You're going down that tunnel, that rabbit hole. You're going down to that dark night of the soul, okay? And you're picking up on those shadow aspects of yourself. And then you're going to go down into this little discovery here of, why is that there? Why do I act that way? Where does that revert to? Where does that come from? What did I do in my past? What have I done with that energy since I've taken it on? You know? So you're re-experiencing a lot of things that happened to you in your life that aren't fun to go back and re-experience. And that's why you're in this never-ending story energy here. Because you're saying to yourself, hey, this is supposed to be something that is nurturing to me. And it is. You just, when you're in the middle of it, in the process, it's painful. It's excruciating pain. Because you're reliving a bunch of trauma, hurt, all kinds of things that happened to you all over again in a very quick period of time. That's what you're experiencing here. And you see this, right? You see this and you think, I know that this is something that I have to do. You almost feel like the universe is pushing you in this direction, and they are. Because once your eyes are wide open, once your ears are wide open, also I have to mention that you may be hearing voices or hearing your spirit guides, but not realizing that that's what you're hearing. They're helping you. They're trying to lead you. You need to listen to them, okay? You need to listen to that. You also need to clear out your energy, they're saying. You need to clear out your energy. When you start to go down to this tunnel to where you're going through all these shadow aspects in yourself, especially when you're seeing those in other people, if you have any empathic abilities, which I'm picking up on here, then you're going to take on those other energies in a way. And you need to really clear out your space, because when you're trying to identify what your shadows are, if your energy field is not clear, you're picking up on those other people's energies. That's why you're feeling overwhelmed right now, okay? All those things that you're feeling are not only yours, but you're I know it's all coming to you at one time, and it feels so overwhelming, and you don't know what's up from down. You don't know what's yours and what's not yours. They're saying here you need to clear out your field, and the guidance will come to you, okay? Some of the things that you're hearing are not yours. It's the deceptive energies around you. This is the most important thing, okay? I want to note this, that this is the most important thing for you right now, at this moment in time. You need to clear your energy field. You need to, every day, every day when you wake up, when you go to bed, do a 5-minute meditation. Sit in a quiet space. Close your eyes, meditate, put on some meditation music, whatever it is to get you into that place, even if it's a guided meditation, to clear your energy field. Start from the top of your head. Imagine yourself rooted into the ground. Start from the top of your head. Imagine an energy, white ball of energy taking over your body and clearing out any of the shadow parts, okay? That means Imagine anything negative within you that is in a shadow form, like a smoky, grayish black smoke that's inside of you. Visualize that inside of you. And then in the meditation, visualize that white light coming down, okay? Or going up from the bottom, whichever you're most comfortable with. And it clearing out your body completely to where all that's there is that white light. I have never expressed this like in a reading before that I am right now, and it's very important, I think, for you, and that's why. Okay? So that's just an idea of how to do it. You might also want to get you some obsidian if you don't have any. Keep that on you if you can, or around you. Sleep with it if you have to. If you're not clearing out your energy field, you definitely may be having some anxiety or some sleepless nights pertaining to dreams and things coming to you from the past. So that will help as well. Labradorite even. Okay, so let's keep going here. Now that's out of the way. I feel like that you're having a hard time with your timelines as well. Okay, so let's talk about that. Whenever you're going through those experiences and you're picking up on things from your past and you're seeing things clearly in front of you that you didn't see before, as far as the energy that you've been carrying from a traumatized experience, okay? Let's just use this as an example. So if you went through a traumatizing experience and you're replaying that over in your head and you're thinking, how did that affect me today? What parts of that am I carrying with me today? And you think about that, and while you're in the process of going through that, thinking about that, how you can release that, you start to see things that you didn't see before. You start to remember things that you didn't remember before. Because when we go back in our past and we heal those trauma, when we heal parts in ourselves, we start to remember things that we thought we never remember from our childhood. Things start to come up and you're like, oh my gosh, I remember it just like it was yesterday. It was so crazy. I've never remembered that before in my life. It just popped in my head like it was yesterday. Totally forgot about it. You know why that is? Because when we go through trauma, her brain's, the way that it functions, actually goes into protective mode, and we block a lot of that stuff out. But it also blocks out other pieces of our memory around it. So if that's a certain age in your childhood, and this could be in adolescence, this could be in adulthood even, but it blocks out periods of time around that trauma. So when you start to heal that traumatic moment in time and recognize where that comes from, connect the dots, you start to remember things you didn't remember before. And it's unbelievable how you're just like, I cannot believe that I remember that. This is what kind of you're experiencing. And it comes kind of in a rapid pace. I think for you in particular, it's coming in a really rapid pace. And it's overwhelming. It's tiring you. And you feel like once you get something settled, something else comes back around. And here you are again. There's a heavy emphasis here on you. There's a couple of things, actually. Not only are you hearing things, but I think that you're also picking up on some. I think your third eye is also becoming open, more aware. So you're starting to see things that you didn't see before. You're starting to pick up on things you didn't pick up on before. Synchronicities. It's like, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling what you're feeling. It's like, get stuck on something, right? Before you know it, you've been staring at the wall for like a good 10 minutes and you're just thinking. Has that happened to you? Because that's what I'm doing. I feel like you're tapping into things and you're trying to make sense of it in your mind. This is all happening at once for you. They're really wanting you to make sure that you're staying in the present moment, though. You may not be happy where you are currently in your life, but they're saying you need to be here in this moment in life, that you're basically birthing something new. Something new is going to be birthed after all this takes place with you. And I know that you feel this in-between worlds here. I understand. I know that you feel like you're not connecting with people around you, or you feel like you're in a whole different world, in a whole different whole different way. But I want you to know that there's a bridge to both sides, okay? To and from, there's a bridge there. So when you go on this journey, you're in this one place, you know, the 3D, the grounded, the illusion type world here, whatever you want to call it. You're taking that bridge, and now you're out here. You're in this floating space. You're in between these two worlds, what is real and what is not. And eventually you'll venture onto this new foundation, this new solid ground, and you won't have this round and round here going anymore. You'll have a different understanding and awareness to who you are, and what your purpose is. But you're in between worlds at this moment. This ears wide open. You're having a hard time with people around you, especially your friends and family, which is all the people around you. But you'll pick up on this on strangers too as well. But you're having a very hard time with people that are close to you, because I'm feeling in a way that you feel as if, and this is also something that's very strong here. In a way, you kind of feel like you wish you didn't have to see them in the way you're seeing them now, because you're seeing some deceptive energy around them that you don't like. Yeah. You're seeing some deceptive, deceitful energy that they have within them, even towards you, that you're having a hard time. You're having a really hard time with it. This will end, okay? It's just really, really strong right now. But it will subside. You're not always going to feel this way around people. You will get to a point to where you understand that just is who they are, and they haven't been awoken to this. So they don't see themselves in the same way that you're seeing them. You know, this could be people that aren't taking responsibility for their own healing because they're not aware of it. They don't see things in the same way that you're so easily seeing them now. There's an intensity behind it at this moment because you're experiencing transformation, you see? But it will calm, it will subside, it will get to a point to where you can be around these same people and be okay and comfortable there. It's draining, especially if you're empath and you're newly aware to that, because it's like, okay, think of it as like, and I don't mean to offend anybody here. I just saw 222 on the timer, which means you're in the right place at the right time, trusting what you want, what you know. I don't mean to offend anybody here, but when you're going through this and you're around others that aren't responsible or unaware of their own patterns and their own healing, and aren't aware to, especially the unseen part of the world, they're more low vibrations. So think of yourself as a battery. Your battery is filling up because you're becoming aware. Your battery is becoming full. You have a full battery. So when you walk into a room full of other people that their battery level is low because they're lower vibrations, without even knowing it, in an energy aspect, their energies are going to pull at yours and you're going to feel drained. Do you understand now what I'm saying? It's a more of a visual way to put it, to where you can see it's not intentional. It's just the way that way energy works. So when you especially put yourself in a place to where you're around a bunch of people at one time, and after you feel really drained and tired, that's the reason. So go clear your energy, clear your space, clear your energy field, and I think that you'll find, you'll feel better. There's a lot, when you go through when you go through all of this, it's like you feel really tired all the time. You feel like you just want to sleep a lot. It's all natural. It is. You're not depressed. You're not going into I'm not a physician. I have to say that. I'm not a physician. I'm just going off of experience and what I know and my own abilities here. But you will feel that way. You will feel drained. You will feel tired. You will feel like this girl here. Is this ever going to be over? It will. So let's get some tarot and see what else they have to tell us about this, okay? I know I'm quiet, but you're wearing me out. Your energy is wearing me out. I want to go take a nap. Myself. Okay. This won't always be this way because you'll get to a point to where you're better capable of handling it, It's like anything else that you do in your life. It's like when you first start working out. You know how sore you are every day? It's like, oh my God, I'm so sore every day. But gradually over time, you start to get to where you're stronger and stronger and stronger. This is the same thing. Your abilities start to get to where they're stronger and stronger and stronger. You'll be able to get to a point to where you can kind of turn that off or turn it on. Know how to deal with it when it comes. Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. It will happen. You have to just give it time. Wow. So we have the Artist, which is a special card in this deck. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. That's you going back. You going back. Gotta go back in the past. What else? The Two of Cups here in reverse. This could have been a result of a relationship or result of a partnership here with someone else, but this could also mean that you just are going through that, loving yourself again, self-awareness. But you may feel like you don't trust anyone like this. We talked about this deceitful kind of energy. You may feel like you don't trust anyone, or you are going through a transformation. And you're not really in a place, I feel like you in particular are not in a place where you're wanting to share this with anybody. I think that you feel very alone in that. Definitely. But this could also be a result of, you may have become awoken to this because of a partnership, a disconnection that took place with someone here. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. One more. The Fool, yes. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, because you're not loving this. You're not loving this. I don't blame you. The Seven of Cups in reverse is those illusions that you feel, all those different things that you feel. The skull that he's holding here, and there's the Lovers in reverse as well. I definitely do think that there was some kind of, it's possible, and this might not be for everybody, but there may be some kind of spiritual connection that you became online and aware to your spiritual journey here that you're on. Someone in your vicinity that you're very close and connected with on a spiritual level. This could be a catalyst for you, catalyst to awaken you, or whoever you feel like you're spiritually connected with here on a deep spiritual a divine counterpart here. There's a divine counterpart here that could have woken you up. And it may be because of a disconnect between you and that person, okay? But I also feel like, you know, I feel like there's a transformation that's taking place here. Look, I feel as if you're taking the mask off here, but you still don't want anybody to see you take that mask off. I think there's a little bit of fear behind that. And you go through that as well. You know, you don't want anybody to see you as a weirdo. I get it. But you're much happier in the place that you are in the end. But anyway. The Ace of Cups here is the bottom of the deck. This is kind of a repetitive message from the stuff that we already talked about, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But this is talking about how you're completely emotionally drained within yourself. You feel a lot of sadness, or you are coming online, so you feel like you've been disconnected spiritually for a long time. You're becoming aware to all this, okay? It's like laid out in front of you. You're writing a new foundation here for yourself, okay? And this is at a very rapid pace, and you feel as if you're just vulnerable to everything right now in this moment, because you've been stripped down, right? Stripped bare to who you are truly, who your true authentic self is, and why you are there. That's what you're kind of on a search for here, right? Your true authentic self, past all those wounds that you've had. And you're going back here. You're going back to things that you've probably escaped from in the past and realizing that you have to face them full on. You may have resisted this for a while. I have to say that also. And you may have realized that things aren't getting any better, and now you're facing it. You're facing it. You're facing this journey. Oh, you have your doubts here, though. I mean, that's normal. Again, I feel like this Two of Cups here is not only pertaining to your self-love, but this is definitely about a disconnection that probably brought this on. But you're also not feeling like you trust people around you, as far as people that you're very closely connected with, but we already kind of talked about that. There's going to be a lot of strength that you're going to have to gather because of that, okay? This Knight of Cups here, people around you, you're having a struggle, okay? Because I feel like sometimes you're okay, and then sometimes you're not okay. And you're not sure if things are like what they seem they are. It's an indecisive kind of energy. And I feel like you kind of feel like you have to kind of put on a fake expression around others because you're going through this and you don't want anybody to really know that. And you don't like that at all. Yeah, because once you go through this and you're out and you feel your authentic self, you can't put a mask on anymore. You don't want to either. It's almost like that's draining to you to have to put a mask on, like try to be someone you're not. You can't do it anymore. You can't be fake anymore. I think that's something you're trying to do, and it's like it's part of what's draining you. And then you have the Fool here, taking the leap. You're saying, you know what? I can't get away from this. I'm gonna have to just jump into this. I've tried so hard to get away from it, and all it's doing is causing me stress. If this is supposed to be something that's so healing for me and so good for me, I guess I'm just going to jump into it. The Fool. So taking a leap of faith. You don't know what you're going to expect. You don't have any experience, but you're just going to go for it. That's what you're doing. And it's not easy. I'm going to get some of these because I forgot. These are just random cards. These could be signs, zodiac signs, if you're looking for that, or meaning behind it. It could be a crystal. It could be a moon phase, whatever it is. Pile two. Maybe some cards here for pile two. Okay, so we have two that came out. Take them both. We have Gemini. So you may have Gemini somewhere in your chart. You might want to look and see where that is in your chart, what it's pertaining to. Gemini is actually the third house, It talks about communication and family. It's the I think. Okay, so it's also living in two different places. You know, Gemini is like the twin. It's like I said here, putting on a different face at times, but being a different person sometimes. You know, it's that kind of flip-flop, flippity-flop thing. It's also a reckless, restless, energy. And this is someone that's very much so in their head, which you are. You know, it's air energy. What else? Talks a lot about your abilities, intellectual abilities, and that's kind of what you're going through here, is because you're having to go back and experience so many things and figure out things. So, I mean, this makes total sense here. Versatile, social, and curious. That's definitely where you are. Throat chakra, truth and communication. Wow. So, you know how I said with ears wide open that people may be kind of around you and you may be picking up that maybe they're deceptive in some kind of way? So this kind of goes along with this to me. Not only are you facing your truth, but you're facing their truth. You feel it. And if they communicate things to you, you're seeing the truth. But it's hard for you to speak on it because this throat chakra card, these lips are sealed. You see? So even though you're hearing it, your ears are open to it. I don't feel like you're speaking to them about it in any way because you're keeping this to yourself. Okay, so let's put this up. I'm going to take a look and see where you're going, being in all the energy that you're in. And we'll get some advice, some initials, and we'll close, okay? Because I have to go take a nap now, pile two. Because this energy that you've given me. Clear my energy field. Okay, so let's get you an oracle card. See what kind of animal energy that you're in or you're going to be in. So you're going to get through this. When you do get through this, this is going to give you a look at what's going to happen, what kind of energy and emotional space you'll be in moving forward, okay? So for pile 2 spirit, moving forward, what kind of energy will they be in? What kind of energy will they take on here? Okay. The hummingbird. The hummingbird. So you're going to get into a place after all this where you're going to see the sweetness out of everything. You are going to see you go through this and then you get to that point to where you just feel, you see the world so differently. You see all the color that's in the world. You see all the good things that are in the world. You see beyond just our world. You see the unseen world. You're going to be in a place to where I feel like a lot of connecting energies too as well. I do feel like you're going to come in contact with your spirit guides or possibly even ancestors, because the hummingbirds have been around for so long. I'm picking up on that as well. You're going to see more of where you come from. So you may be actually starting to explore more things. Once you come out of this, you might start exploring your past lives, who you were in a past life, maybe what kind of karma you're carrying on to this life, what's your life path number, what your purpose maybe be. I feel like all these things, these are like the good things that come with the spirituality, you know? These are the good things that come after like an awakening and awareness and all that. This is the exploration stage. Okay. A change in the wind, number 12, which is awesome, because this is how you're gonna feel. Okay, this is you're gonna go from seeing things in black and white to seeing a whole new world. And you have the north and south, so your north and south node might be something that you want to look up, because that has to do with your life purpose and where you've been, where you're going. Come to the edge. Yeah. So you're going to be able to really pick up on, look, we have higher power at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it because it's the same thing I'm feeling here as well. And also the third eye is again shining up here to me. You may particularly have some psychic abilities that you may be coming online to as well. So let's see what kind of emotional state you'll be in. I'm hoping for something good here because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like you're going to be moving into a much calmer, much better place here. But this come to the edge is about exploration. It's about pushing the limits of what you've known, right? And being free there, loving where you're at. There's a flow type energy to this. Enjoying it, enjoying where you are and what you see and exploring it. And realizing that there is a higher power here to everything and you're much more connected than you ever thought you were. So what kind of emotional state will you be in when this is taking place? A higher view. Love it. It's the number 41, which adds up to 5, which is about the change. The change is going to take place here. 4 is about the stability and the foundations. You also have 4 here. And then 1 is about the new beginning that you're going to take place. That's going to take place for you, okay? You're going to have a higher view, a higher perspective. You're going to realize that. You're already stepping into that now, but it's more of another 3D kind of situations. This is more of a higher wisdom. So you're looking for the higher power, the higher wisdom here. A tall tale, number 35. You're going to go through a process of where you're kind of eliminating your beliefs, okay? Of what you kind of were conditioned into believing and what you really truly believe, what your soul is where your soul is guiding you. You know, I feel an energy here of you seeking higher power, you seeking higher knowledge of what is true and what isn't true. For you. It's different for everybody. Willing release. Yeah. You're going to be in a place to where you are... Okay, this is important. So is this. This is important, a side note here. You're going to be... We'll get to it in a second. You're going to be in a place to where you are willingly... You're releasing what was, who you were, and who you now are. Who you authentically are in the space that you're going to be in. This is all about accepting, exploration, opening your mind up, asking questions. You know, not taking what you hear, but asking questions yourself. And coming up with your own conclusions. Not the things that you were conditioned to believe in. Not the thing that, you know, when we're born, we don't have a belief. When we're born into an awareness of just the nature of the world. We don't have a specific belief system built into us when we're born. That's developed into us over periods of time through what we're conditioned towards, what we see, what we hear, what we're exposed to. And you're going to go on this journey to where you're seeking this knowledge for yourself. You're going to have this rush, this feeling, this energy of there is a higher power here, and the reason is because you're going to feel so connected to it. And like I said, this is going to come fast for you. You're going to realize that things aren't black and white. There's a whole nother world out there. You're going to go to the edge here. This is a side note, okay? You know, we talked a little bit about a connection that you experienced that maybe woke you up to this. And the side note here is that, and this is future energy here, guys. The number 22 here, which adds up to 4, which is giving me 401's energy. I feel like you will reconnect with this person that's in your life. You have tender embrace here. And elephants. Elephants don't forget. They don't forget. And this, if you're wondering, this person hasn't forgotten you. And I do feel like this person will welcome you back with open arms. And I feel like that the two of you do have a deep soul connection here. And I think that both of you are still well aware of each other. Okay? And the other card that goes along with that, which is the number 6, which is the Lovers in Tarot. I feel as if, which is what this energy here is giving me, the Two of Cups energy. With it is what it is, and the door that's shut here. Now I want you to understand that even though you have this deep soul connection here, that, and you may have this union, this reunion with this person, there's going to be some kind of understanding that the two of you are going to come into, where you decide what you want to do with this. Okay? All right, that's just a side note, guys, that they wanted me to share. So there you go. I'm also going to pull some more of these. And then we'll get tarot. What else do we have for pile 2? Whoop. So we have Leo energy. That's that strength that you're going to be picking up on here. Creative, vibrant, and leader. So Leo is strength in tarot. And this is about triumph. You're going to feel, even though you don't feel it right now and you're in that place of, you know, sorrow, that place of having to experience everything you are going to have clarity here. Leo represents the sun, so you will have clarity, you will have success with that, and you will become into this more of a calmer state with being able to experience the pleasures in life, enjoying this journey, okay? The journey's not just about going through all the pain and trauma and all that stuff. No. It's about feeling connected and on a level that you've never experienced before. And you're going to feel that. You're going to have that. You will come into that energy, and it will be something that is, you know, it's also like child. It represents the, Leo is the 5th house, which talks about, you know, creativity and children. And it's almost like you're seeing the world through the eyes of a child, with everything still intact, imagination and all. That's the way that you're going to be seeing things here. So tell me more about the future energies for pile 2, where they're going here. So we have the 9 of Wands, and there's that 6 of Swords in reverse again. And the 9 of Wands. What else? What else? You will let your guard down, by the way. About you might not think that now, but about not wanting others to know like what you're kind of experiencing here. You have the 9 of Pentacles. It's a good abundant energy here, and the King of Cups in reverse. It's a Scorpio energy here. Distorted Scorpio energy being in reverse, but we'll get to that. Let's get one more. I'll take it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. There's that brand new exploration, creative, childlike energy there that we just talked about. This is allowing the childlike side to come forward here. That's what this Page of Cups is about. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is the energy of wanting to accept things for how they are, finding peace within yourself moving forward. Finding peace with where you are moving forward here. So this is interesting. For some reason, I'm wanting to pick up on this immediately, this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a space for you of feeling like other people around you have a lack of progress. You go through this stage to where you don't want to keep this to yourself anymore, even though you're feeling it right now. You don't want to. At some point, you will want to express this to others, because of this new energy that you'll come into will feel so good. It feels so good, you want everybody to feel this way. And you'll start to pick up on the people around you. So what happens is you start to spread your light. You start to spread your light little by little, pieces by pieces, but you start to share things with other people. You start to show them what a better way, a way that can be more balanced, you know, more peaceful space that they can change. And not everybody is gonna be drawn to your light, okay? Not everybody's gonna be like that. Not everybody's gonna want to go there. You have to, I think that's gonna be frustrating for you, you know, but you have to be able to recognize who's ready and who's not ready, and who's willing to listen and who's not willing to listen. You can't force anything on someone. And I think that, you know, they have to see it for themselves. They have to see it through their eyes, through their pain, and how it can be useful and helpful to them. But that doesn't mean that you can't plant seeds within them. You can't plant a seed within someone's head saying, for them to become just aware of something that they didn't see before. Just to bring them a little bit of peace in a situation may lead to somewhere else. And I think that's going to be frustrating for you, because I think that you're going to be that. You are going to be wanting to bring everyone that you love, everyone around you, the same peace that you've experienced, that you went through, that you feel. Whether you feel like that right now, it's going to happen for you. You're going to go from the journey you're on to a whole nother new journey, and this is going to be a fun one. This one's going to be way better than the one you're on currently. You know, you're going to realize that there are still things that you need to reconcile with when it comes to your past. You are going to still feel like maybe the situation around you might not be getting better, but you feel better inside. You're going to feel able to kind of not be so guarded, because you're going to feel stronger with that Leo energy. You're going to almost go looking for, I mean, you are going on a search. You will go looking for sure. There's no denying that. Because you're going to say to yourself, and I'm feeling this with this tall tale, at some point you'll feel like you've been lied to. I've been lied to. I have been lied to my whole life. I have been lied to. You know, that kind of energy. And it's going to make you want to go on a search for the truth. For some reason with you, I feel a lot of heavy intensity by that. And it could possibly be the Scorpio energy. You may have Scorpio heavy in your chart, because Scorpios are very intense. Especially, I mean, it talks about life and death, like going on a search to know about what life and death is. They're the mystic, you know, so they're determined as well. They keep a lot of things to themselves. They're kind of a mystery. They're also very psychic. And I picked up on that in the first part of your reading. And here, we talked about that as well. But this Nine of Pentacles, you're going to feel very abundant with where you are, from where you were. You're going to feel like free. You're going to feel like you went through and you worked so hard on yourself, and you've gained this feeling of abundance, this independence within yourself. You know, she's picking the grapes that she planted, and now they've come to harvest. This is how you're going to feel. So let's get you a advice card, okay? So I think we're about 50 minutes in. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you here. Ooh. I like it when they shot out like that. New blueprints. Yes, I love it. Exactly. New blueprints. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desire for change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. Imagine that. We have more of a voice than we realize. This card inspires action, no matter how small, that we create a ripple of light in the world. Yeah, that's what I was talking about here. Even a little bit of light. They just have a little bit of light of your light. You are part of a bigger picture, a greater story. And your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. This is a perfect card for you. I love it. I'm also going to pull a message card from Spirit. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love these readings. I think that I love these readings. I think they're so great. Okay, so this is a postcard directly from Spirit. If they sent you a letter, you know, what would your spirit guides or what would Spirit say to you here? Okay. So we have, does that say live or live your dreams? Live your dreams. Is this the same card? Guys, this is the same card that pile 1 had, and it just came out of the deck. Wow, that's so crazy. Meaningful for you too as well, though. Dearest you, over here, there's no mystery for us to unveil. As we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how Spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension that you live in. That said, you can feel the importance of these currents. You can feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways. You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as Spirit waves your life's mysterious, and beautiful tapestry in gorgeous technicolor. Loving you so much, as always. So, there you go. I don't know what else to say about that. There you go. Okay, so these I'm going to pull. Could be your initials. Could be someone close to you. Could be spell something out. These are also numbers, and there's some, what else would you say? Symbols in here as well. Okay. So we have, big ones are MXFS. We also have GD. Then the little ones are 𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖑𝖊 and V. So we have love, obviously. That's always going to be one that stands out to me. So we also have God, or gods. We have NY, New York, for some reason is standing out to me. We have, I don't want to spend too much time on these because you already had a pretty long reading. I'm sorry, I went quiet. They're saying something here. I'm trying to figure it out. Neverland. Neverland. Neverland might be important to you for some reason, or feeling like you're in Neverland, or you may be going there. In this journey you are, for sure. Okay guys, I'm going to hold these up for you so you can see what they are. Like I said, these could be initials, these could be spell out something for you that you needed to see. If you see something that I don't see, would you please put it in the description box for me below. Now before you take off, I have to show you what I got real quick. Y'all don't leave. Hold on just 1 second. Just 1 second. sorry. Guys, look. It's okay. It's okay. Look at this. Isn't this great? This is, I think that her name is going to be Sapphire, because my 13-year-old wanted to name Ruby that before Ruby became Ruby. Let me see if I can turn her over real quick. You're okay. You're okay. There you go. That's a sweet girl. Ruby is very, very pissed that I brought her home, even though this is her baby sister. She's very upset about it because Ruby is Ruby and she thinks that she runs the household. But this is the new addition. Yes. And anyway, I wanted to share her with you guys and show y'all. She's just a baby. She's like 9 weeks. And she's very comfortable in whichever position you put her in, apparently. She already loves my crystals, so that's good. So anyway, I wanted to show her to you guys, and that's all I have. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonates and makes sense for you guys. And if you want a personal reading from me, my information for that is in the description box. Just shoot me an email, I'll write you one back. And yeah, that's all I have. Thanks so much, guys, for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. So if you chose the Guardian Angels Messages Tarot, this will be your reading. I have to say, Pile 3, yesterday I started this reading. I got to the second portion of your spread and I was too distracted, way too distracted. Things kept coming in and I kept having to pause. And I decided that there was just too much stuff going on in the background, too many distractions. I needed to kind of just take a break and then try again the next day. And so here we are. And then I just started to try to do your reading now, and I keep getting distracted again. This is the third time I've tried to start your reading. So I don't know what's going on in y'all's lives, but I feel like that it's possible that you could just have a lot of things that are distracting you currently, a lot of maybe different things going on in your headspace that you feel like are distractions in some kind of way, pertaining to whatever you're trying to accomplish or something that you're trying to. I feel like it's that energy of you're trying to figure something out mentally and you keep getting distracted by a bunch of other things. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling. So we're going to take a look at and see what this is pertaining to, really. What kind of energy you're in with the Cosmic Creatures deck. And this is the deck that I'm going to be giving away. But I want to go ahead and take a look at and see what kind of energy you're in right now. So we're going to see what kind of animal you come out as. That's going to tell me that. And then we're going to also get some wisdom oracles to see what kind of situation you're in, and then some other oracles to see how your emotional state is at this time, okay? So I'm going to pull as much as I can to kind of help you to see if this is your reading or not, if this is your situation or not at hand. So let's pull one of these and see. Spirit, where is Pile 3 currently? What's their current energy? Can you show me an animal card, please, for their current energy right now, their situation they're in? What's their current energy? Okay. The tiger. Oh my gosh, guys. What? That's the same card I pulled yesterday. That's so wild. It's the same card that I pulled yesterday when I started this spread. Y'all saw me just shuffle and everything, right? I just want to say, I just pulled that card randomly. Wow, that's so crazy. I think that this is probably going to be the same type of reading. And I'm going to get some of these to just go ahead. That's blowing my mind right now. So blowing my mind right now. So I think that you're waiting for the right opportunity at this time, the energy you're in. It's like you're waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce on some kind of idea or some kind of thought that you have. Let's get some more to see what your situation is at hand. I feel like you're focused or trying to focus on something. You may be trying to see the higher perspective of something here. Okay. Well, we'll take this one that came up. Thinker. Yeah, that's the energy you're in. And this is the number 44 here, which adds up to the number 8, which is about wanting to make progress, you know, wanting to move forward. The eighth house is Scorpio energy. So that's life and death. Or you could have Scorpio somewhere heavy in your chart, but it's about transformation, wanting to make a change, wanting to transform something, wanting to grow, wanting to evolve, wanting to have a rebirth even. So you could be heavily thinking about, I just feel this like being on the prowl kind of energy of wanting to, like, you're really dead focused. This tiger is like staring at me like crazy. It's distracting. It's so bad. I really think that you're in contemplation mode, big time. Imagine, yes, yeah. Number 20, this is, okay, so this is judgment in tarot, right? I see that immediately off the bat, that you are focused on possibly bringing out a truth, or maybe having a new beginning and making a decision about something that could transform or change things for you. But you haven't quite made that decision yet. You're in the process. You're thinking about it. This could change a foundation for you even, in some way, shape, or form. But you're imagining speaking your truth and what that would look like for you, you know? We even have the, I'm going to take this too. Look at this. We even have the Observer on the bottom of the deck, which is the number 49, which actually is the number 13 in tarot, which is death, which is again a card of Scorpio energy, and it goes back to the 8th house, what we talked about, death and rebirth, renewal, transformation. Wow. Okay. 44 also adds up to the number 8, which is about strength. So technically, there's a whole lot of Scorpio energy here, guys. A whole lot of thinking that's going on, which reminds me of Scorpio energy. It's very intense. It's on things that you're, you know, that desire that's there. So something that you're wanting to do, that's pretty crazy. Also, 44 added together is 8, which is strength in tarot, which the tiger kind of has given me that vibe. The vibe of, you know, building your strength or building your courage, or trying to be patient with yourself even, but feeling empowered to make a decision, realizing that you're stronger than you may think you are, wanting victory. So that's actually kind of crazy. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let me get some more to see what kind of emotional state you're in. Maybe we'll be able to see with tarot what exactly this is. Because right now, and you could be observing someone also in a sneaky way. You could be watching them. There's heavy emphasis here, though, of wanting a rebirth. And it's very intense. What about the emotional state of pile 3 right now? Let's see, emotional. Okay, well, these cards are very... I'm going to take all of them, I guess. A burst of magic. That's what I'm feeling like. You're having this burst of awareness that maybe that you can make a decision here and you can act on something. And it's like a desire that you have. We also have birds of a feather, the number 25. Okay, there's someone else that's involved here in this thought process of what you want. And I feel like sorry, I'm just sitting here thinking. You've been thinking about this for a long time. There's kind of like this stuck energy that you've been in, and you're getting this like burst of magic. You're getting this burst of energy to where you kind of want to fix this. You kind of want to move on this, right? You keep imagining this person. These two cards are totally different decks here, guys. And look at these. Do you see this woman here that's kind of coming up out of, but she's kind of a blur? It's the same image that you see here. It's very similar, these two cards. Do you see the both of them are these women that are coming up out of the blur here. It's like you keep imagining or thinking about someone. I think it's someone that you want to possibly reconnect with, have a rebirth or something with, a transformation with, but you're thinking about it. You're not sure if you want to do it or not. I think that you've been in a very stuck place, like a hangman. If we've seen the hangman, I won't be surprised. I feel like you're wanting to get yourself unstuck of that thought process, you know, and you've had some kind of metamorphosis about how you're seeing this person or how you're seeing the two of you. You could be observing this person in a kind of a sneaky way, trying to figure out what's going on with them, and that goes into the thinker here, trying to figure out where exactly they are in their life and if they're approachable even. I also feel like you see this person as someone that, this is kind of strange to say, but this is someone I feel like you've been disconnected with. And I feel like you've, in the past, maybe didn't see this person as someone that was so much like you. And it's like, and this is weird, but even though time has went by, because of the time that you've spent in this thinker mode, in this observer mode, in this imaginary mode, you could also be even having dreams of this person right now that you can't really understand, and that's the image that I'm seeing here. But I feel like because of that time that's went by, you're seeing this, how you're kind of maybe more alike with this person than you thought you were, or you're becoming that way. You could be changing your ideals in some kind of way, pertaining to even relationships, or how this person saw relationships or different things. Opening to discovery. I think you're with observer and opening to discovery, definitely. I think that you're very, very curious about what this person's up to, what they're doing, if they're thinking about you, how they're thinking about you. Again, this is the number 7. We have 2 7s here back to back. I don't know why that's significant, but there's also a lot of 4s here. I feel like it's like when someone, I'm getting this picture of you seeing this, all this stuff going on through this door, like through the looking glass, right? You can see all this stuff on the other side. When it comes to this person, you're observing them, you're seeing what they're doing, and you're very curious about it. And you're also very curious about if this is someone from the past having a rebirth with this person, and how that would look, what that would look like. This is why those dreams are coming into effect. It's because your thoughts, you're thinking about this a lot. And it's like someone has laid a key, like this key here, at the bottom of the door. And so you have the key. You could open the door and walk in, but you're still in this observer mode. You're still in this thinking mode here. And in order to do this, it's like you have this, in order to see the truth or speak your truth or want a new beginning here, it's like you have this burst of magic, right, that's running through you. And it's almost like you kind of know that if you don't take this opportunity in this energy that you're in currently, that you could possibly pass it by. There's an anticipation here. But there's also an awareness that there's a waiting, like a waiting period. But you know that it's still up to you. You know that you still have the key there. If you want to unlock that door, it's there for you. But it's hard. And in a way, you kind of wish that it's like you can't decide if you want to let this go or if you want to revisit this. If you want to open that back up again. If you want this thing to grow back. If you want this thing to come back together or not. You know? this card. I love this card so much. I love the energy of this card. It's so overwhelming to me. Guys, this card came out in the first spread that I did for you guys. So 2 cards in the first spread that I did for you guys came out in this reading. The spread that I'm not gonna, post, that I gave up on yesterday. And this was also the last card that came out as well. It says tender embrace, and it's 2 elephants that are embracing each other, and it's the number 22. I feel like there's a lot of mirroring going on between you and this other person that you're unaware of. And I think this other person has been through a lot of growth. I think that you have too. But I think that you're aware now that this person has grown a lot from whatever happened between the 2 of you in the beginning. And I think that you kind of crave a tender embrace with this person. I think this person's craving that with you as well. And I feel like that y'all have a past here, because elephants don't forget, right? And this person has not forgotten you. And if you're wondering that, definitely this person has not forgotten you. Look at this card. I love this card. It's so awesome. So the number 22 added together, 2 and 2 is 4. Again, another 4 number. So this is all based off of the number 4, which is stability, structure, your foundations, home, family. The number 4 in tarot is the Emperor. So again, it's about that security. It's about taking a leadership role, stepping into your own power, being under control. And I think that you want to be under control here. And I think that you're kind of worried about that in some kind of way. It's Cancer energy. It's the 4th house. So that talks about I feel. It's associated with the moon. And it's about that nurturing. Cancer's that nurturing, that home, loving. Cancer may be significant here as well. It's also very psychic. And I do think that you may be picking up on this person's energy a lot more than you think. And if you're dreaming about this person and y'all have a close connection here, then I do feel this person's most definitely probably dreaming about you too. I'm going to get some this is the same thing. In the last reading that the reading I didn't post with you guys is, I knew it was a love reading within the first 3 cards that came out, and I was like, I know that was going to have at least one reading, one out of 3 that was going to be a pertaining to love, and it's y'all it. I also have to say, because I feel these energies are very intertwined, like the connection itself is very intertwined together. This, if you're hearing this and you don't feel this way, this could be your person. Just take it how you feel like it's resonating with you, okay? You're gonna have to pick up on a lot of the synchronicities and things like that. A heart might be significant to somebody here, or remind you of this person in some kind of way. You want stability here of some sort. And maybe you didn't get that in the past. Or maybe you don't feel like you have that now and you don't know how to get it back. Or you want it back. We have Gemini here. So Gemini is immediately, when I turn this over, Gemini is the Lovers in tarot. It's associated with the Lovers in tarot. But it also says curious on this card. Versatile, social, and curious. And look at the mirroring image here, because Gemini is about, is that twin energy. So, so let's talk about that, I guess. Gemini is about communication. It's associated with Mercury, which is the planet of communication. And we're in Mercury. Yep. Yeah, we sure are. I can't even get it out. We're in, too. And we're in Mercury retrograde right now, which is my communication's all screwed up. But so that might have something to do with this. That might be something, this might be what you're really wanting to talk about, what you're really curious about, is if you had communication with this person, what would it be like? How would it go? I think this person feels that way too. I think that they're thinking about that too, because there's so many mirroring things here that I'm seeing. Okay, well, that's just kind of wiggled its way out of there, didn't it? We also have Libra energy, which is about harmony and connection. Libra is justice in tarot. It's the number 11. And it's about fair decision, having a fair decision, or the truth coming to the surface, or taking responsibility for things and balancing out a situation. It's also the 7th house, which is about relationships. And we talked about foundation here, communication, the past, relationships, stability, house. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? These are also the same color. So we also have citrine on here, which is abundance. I got sidetracked because it said it and I was looking at my big piece of citrine that I have right here. Hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, I always say that. I feel like you felt or do feel the abundance in this connection, or how it could bring abundance to you in some kind of way. And then we also have the watermelon tourmaline, and it says heart healing. And I feel like you're wanting to heal something that happened in this connection. And that's why you're in the energy that you're in, of being so curious, so wondering what's going on, wanting things to take place. We also have, I'm sorry, I have to say, the waning crescent moon is on the back of the deck. So that might be a timeline here for you. But it also says, I pause in stillness and reflect. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. So let's get some tarot. Libra energy also brings harmony, because it's bringing that balance to a situation. And I feel like that's something that you are looking for. I think that you're looking for balance here. It's also associated with Venus, and Venus is the planet of love. And I feel like, you know, it's the 7th house. It talks about close relationships, and you have Gemini there, which is the lovers in tarot. So I feel like this is pertaining to love. I feel like this is a love connection here that you feel with this person, some way, shape, or form. So let's see what tarot has to say about this. And like I said, I don't take reversals in this deck, so they're all going to come out upright. This is that tiger energy, guys. This is the Knight of Wands. So this is someone that's coming in very quick. And I want to say this card came out in that first spread I did for you guys. First card out too. This is saying, this is passion, this is excitement, this is energy, this is adventure, this is wanting to go for it. And I feel that energy with Burst of Magic being right above that. I feel like you're wanting to go for it. I feel like you're wanting to go forward with this. You just have some reservations about it. Probably because of what's been happening in the past. Yeah, the 6 of Fire here. 6 of Wands. You want success here. You want to have success here. You don't want this to be a failure in some kind of way. And I think that, like I said, I think that's something that you think about, because I don't know how this ended here. It's not really coming out, but I'm feeling like a backstory of, I mean, you wouldn't be in all this thinking energy with someone from your past if something didn't go wrong at some point, right? We also have the Sun, which is another card of success and recognition. These two cards right here are very similar to one another, extremely similar to one another. The one thing that the Sun has is the positivity of it, the good fortune of it, and forward motion, moving forward towards something that makes you happy, pleasurable, that you feel like you will be successful at. But I'm seeing a lot of clarity here. You know, I'm seeing a lot of wanting to know. I want to know. Then we also have the, wow, guys. We have the Knight of Earth here. There's so much motion here, so much. This is all moving energy. Now, here's the reservation that I was talking about. The Knight of Earth is a slow moving energy because it's someone that's wanting to be organized, wanting to be responsible, wanting to be supportive in a situation. This is someone that thinks about bringing an offer in, but something that is a solid, grounded offer. They want to finish something that's already been started. And they feel like they have everything they need in order to move, in order to make this step forward. These are all movements. These are all about motion. Taking a direction. We also have, no kidding. Holy hell. We have the Ace of Fire here, which is about opportunity and action. The bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Wow. I like this reading. This is a good energy to be in. I do feel like really, this is a really great energy. This right here is action. This is about moving forward, and you want to have an opportunity here with this person. Definitely. This is a passionate new beginning. And I have to say, I'm just being honest here. I feel like that you are desperately wanting or desiring a passionate new beginning with this person, with the Lovers being here. There's that Hangman that we talked about. There's that Hangman that we talked about. Here's the Seven of Swords, and there's that Emperor. And there's Judgment. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Every card that I mentioned prior to the tarot all came out. Every one of them. Judgment is here that I told you reminded me of this image card because it's the number 20, which is the Judgment in tarot. And I do feel like that you're going through this reflection, but you're having this rebirth. You want this rebirth here, right? I feel like, yeah, there's been a past heartbreak here. And you're wanting to bring things into balance. I feel like you're wanting to heal this situation, or you want forgiveness here for the both of you and bring things into balance. You want to share what you know, right? You want to make a decision to move forward. And there's a lot of spiritual insight or a spiritual push or guide behind this that I'm feeling. But you are in this Emperor state. Yeah, definitely. I feel it. You're wanting to take this leadership role here. You're wanting to step forward and make something happen here. And, you know, this Seven of Swords is what I told you kind of reminded me of the Observer here with the fox sitting here with the telescope. You're wanting to, look, awareness, caution, consequences. You're really, with this Knight of Earth here, even though you have so much fire and motion here, this is all fire energy besides this Knight of Earth. Because you're trying to be, you want to be organized. That's why you're observing. You want to be cautious here, right? See how he's getting the apples or putting the apples, you know, down to her, but she's asleep. She's not aware of this. That's what I'm saying here is that I think that you're kind of peeking in on this person to see kind of where they're at. Now, I mentioned this Hangman here. Where did I mention that at? Let me think for a minute. Where did I mention the Hangman? Oh, was it that one? No, it wasn't that one. I don't feel it was that one. It doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. It does to me because I'm still looking. It must have been the burst of magic. Yeah, it was, because I talked about how you're wanting to get yourself unstuck from a situation. And that's what I feel here, is that maybe you feel like you've been stuck in the past, and this is that energy of you feeling that burst of energy of like, I have to get myself unstuck from this. I have to break myself from this repetitive thinking of this cycle that I'm just keep thinking and thinking. And then of course you have the Lovers here, which is the choice. You making that choice to come towards this person or to choose this person in that kind of way. There's a lot of passion here, guys, that I'm feeling. There's a lot of passion that I'm feeling here. So now I'm really anxious to see what the energy is going to be as far as when you move towards this person. Okay, if you stay in this energy that you're in, and you make that decision to move towards them, I want to see what, let's find out where you're going with this, okay? Okay, I feel tired. I feel wore out. Are you wore out? So let's take a look and see what, you may be wore out of thinking about this. It's always, it's like repetitive. I feel this repetitive, like just keep thinking about this, thinking about this. I just either need to do it, or I just need to go on. You know, I need to figure out what I want here, and you definitely want to move in on this person, that's for sure. You're being strategic. That's what it is. You're being strategic. So what kind of energy is pile 3 going to be in if they keep moving towards this? Where are they going with this, Spirit? Tell us more. Y'all know why I'm laughing. The sharks. The first thing that popped in my head when I turned this card over was predator. I don't mean that in a bad way at all, guys. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's just a funny thing that I was thinking about, because it's like you're looking for this person, or you see this person as like prey, like you, because of, hold on a minute now, I know that still sounds bad, but it's like, I don't know, I'm still getting Scorpio energy from this card, I'm telling you, because it's that intensity and that, you know, I don't know, there's just a determination about it. You know what I mean? And Scorpios can be ruthless, and so can sharks. So let's talk about that. I feel like, you know how sharks like see what it is they want? You know how fast they react when they go to it? And then they just kind of go after it? That's what I'm feeling like with you this part. This is turning to be very sexual. It's making me get a little bit hot in here. I'm gonna go towards this one here, but I have to say that's what I've been feeling. So yeah, I'm getting hot flashes now. Here they come. Okay, so let's get, I have to take my sweater off. Let's get some of these oracles. Let's see what, I'm just kind of nervous to see what the situation will, okay, yang. I got it. So you're gonna have, this yang is the masculine energy. It's also the number 1, which is that new beginning. What else, Spirit? Breath. Oh man. This is also the number 29, which adds up to 11 again. So like that justice is coming out again. Also 111, which means you're on the right path. Just listen to your gut and your heart. So that's something that I feel like maybe you need to know. And I cannot make this up for nothing. The bottom of the deck says chop wood. And it's the number 42, which adds up to 6, which again is the Lovers in tarot. So there's that. Oh, this is turning funny. So you have that masculine energy that you're in, and I see that along with the shark as well, and the shark even has its eye on it. And I feel like you're wanting to use that masculine energy. I feel like you're wanting to, it's that emperor energy, you know? You want to make this happen. And look at this. They're literally holding this big ball of fire, and you have that ace of fire here, the Ace of Wands. This couldn't be any more synchronistic. But you're also in this place to where you're wanting to just kind of stay calm, like breathe, take a breath. And then we go to chop wood. And I don't really need to emphasize on that too much, really, guys. I feel like that there is an energy I'm seeing here that you want to open the door to this. You know, before we saw the key and the keyhole, and it's like here, this door's wide open now. And with the broom and everything that's here, it's like whatever happened in this connection, you want to clear that out. You want to clean that up, right? There's the number 8 again. Into me I see. Great. Now that's all I can think about now. Jeez. What else? I do feel like that you see, or you will be seeing you see this person on a different level. And I think that you're starting to see that this person sees you on a different level. And it's like, now that you know things that you didn't see or know before, you're wanting to revisit this so that you can re-experience. You can have a re-experience of what it would be like. You know, we talked all about the foundation here. And now you have the tree and the roots of abundance. And this is the number 2, which is the High Priestess in Tarot, which is something else that we saw. But I also feel like you're wanting to plant roots here with this person, because like I said this before, you feel like, and the abundance card came out, you feel as if this connection could go somewhere, or you could have feel abundance here with this person in some kind of way. You're wanting to have another experience with this person. The higher view. I'm telling you, I feel like you have changed. You also have a 𝖈𝖆𝖗𝖘 on the bottom of the deck, which is another card that came out. There's a message here, but there's sorry, I'm getting a lot of stuff coming through at one time. This is the number 20, which is that judgment again. And a 𝖈𝖆𝖗𝖘 is saying, this card came out last time I did your reading. And it was in the same spot. No lie. You know how it has the star here that's like on the clothesline, like the star is being hung out to dry? The star in tarot is about opportunities for the future. And I feel like a 𝖈𝖆𝖗𝖘 here is, I don't know that necessarily you're wanting to, I think you just want to take this around the block. You know what I mean? I think that you're wanting to experience this again to see if it has changed, if it has evolved, if it's different. And that's what you're going through here. You're going through this process. In the future, I think that you are gonna, you come in as a shark. I do think that you are gonna take the initiative here, and I think that you're gonna step forward in this masculine energy, this masculine emperor role, and you're gonna take the leap here. No, kitty. You'll have to see my cat real quick. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt your reading for a cat. This is Ruby's baby sister, and we kind of adopted her. Ruby's pissed. But this is Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Say hi, Pumpkin. Pumpkin, say hi. She said hi. She's upset. I'm going to put her down. Okay. I feel like wherever you were with this person before, however it happened before, whichever way, shape it went before, it's like you're wanting to give it another try and see if it's different. See how the two of you have changed, or if the feeling's still there. Yeah, that's a big part of it. I think that is a big part of it. I think you want to see if the feeling is still there, the same. But you're hoping that you'll have opportunities with this person even in the future. So let's get some of these and see what comes out. I might have to let her out. We have the waxing crescent. I manifest my dreams. Yes. Do you see this card and this card? And I don't remember if I said this or not. But the number 1 is the Magician in Tarot. And I don't know if I said this or not, but I meant to say that about manifestation and you wanting to manifest a new beginning, a new passionate beginning here. And these cards too here, completely different decks. Yeah, I'm going to have to let her out, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, hopefully she stopped. These two cards are so similar, aren't they? How crazy is that? And they both have those same stars on them, like the star you see here. You're wanting to manifest an opportunity to have this experience again with this person. And it says, I manifest my dreams. And I mentioned that I feel like you've been dreaming about this person a lot. Seriously, this could happen around a waxing crescent moon. I think that's the same one we saw before. But let me get one more with that, and then we'll get some tarot. Okay. Aquamarine courage. So this, you are going to find this courage. If you're wondering if you're, you know, like I said, you have that key, but you're not sure about entering it. There was like a feeling of not knowing that if you have the courage or not to face that truth or face that situation again, not knowing what's going to happen. You will have it, definitely. Oh, for sure. You have the shark, you have the yang, the masculine energy, which is the magician, and then you also have this card of courage here. So yeah, for sure, you are going to step into the, it also says first quarter, I open doorways to possibilities. Absolutely. You definitely are going to find that strength. You're definitely going to step into that energy that you need to be in order to have this take place. And you're going to experience this on a different level from what you experienced the first go with this person. There's something that's going to come out of this with the higher view being here, and this being the number 41 that turns into the number 5, which is about having a change. Something will happen here where you're going to not only have a, sorry about her meowing. You will definitely have a change that takes place here. Your foundation is going to be different and a new beginning moving forward. You're going to gain a higher view of the situation, not only with this person, but whatever happens with this person, you're going to see into yourself in a different way. You're going to realize that you have roots of abundance here moving forward and possibilities that you didn't think that you were going to have, or you weren't sure if you were going to be able to have them or not. You're walking through that door. It says, I open doorways to possibilities. You're literally going in, the doors are open here. You're literally choosing to do this in the future. And this is how it's going to turn out. Come here. Come here. Silly. And I feel like that you are going to... Shh, you're okay. I just feel like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom here that you didn't see before. This is going to put you... This 20 here, judgment, which keeps coming up, this is about an awakening. This is a transition. This is letting go of the old and making way for new beginnings and possibilities for yourself. I don't know what happens with this person. I do feel like this is a very spiritual type of connection here because of the intuitive nature of it. But this person, you, in some way, shape, or form, being with this person, getting with this person, whatever this is for you, it's going to open you up. It's going to open you up. You're going to like open your eyes to the way that you see things in a different, completely different way than you did before. I know that sounds really strange. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling other than saying that. Into me I see, you know? It's the amount of, and it's 8, so it's strength and tarot, which you have courage here already. It's that you are going to have this, you're going to realize that you can do this. Like you have courage in yourself. This is going to be like a huge boost of self-confidence for yourself in some kind of way. Oh, this cat. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Gosh, it's like having a baby all over again. Speaking of which, just one second. I meant to mention this and I forgot. I have to mention this, okay? Bearing fruit was at the bottom of this deck. 2 things I got from this. One of them is, along with like roots of abundance and the abundance card that we saw, this is a part of you planting a seed for the future, for your future. In case you need it, that seed is there. In case you need that star opportunity, it's there for you. The other thing is, this is the number 12, which adds up to the number 3, which is actually the Empress in Tarot. Birth, creation, divine feminine energy. It's about, you know, she creates life itself. And normally the Empress in tarot is like someone that looks pregnant with bearing fruit being here. If you partake in the sexual activities here, you make sure if you don't want to bear fruit, that, yeah, you need to address that, okay? Just have to, just a side note for you guys. You may feel also as well with all that glitters at the bottom of this deck, you may kind of feel like this person can help you get places or something like that in some kind of way. I just half the deck, guys, and we have the Page of Air and the Queen of Air. Look at that. The Page of Air and the Queen of Air. Huh. And I just got done talking about how you and this person could be like powerful together in some kind of way. That's interesting. The Queen of Swords is someone that's very sharp-witted, intelligent, powerful, in control, secure. She knows her truth, right? The Page of Swords is someone that is very direct, but someone that brings the truth. There may be some information that you're wanting to get from this person or you feel like would be useful. So we have the High Priestess again. There's definitely, the two of you are definitely share some kind of intuitive connection. We have the Ten of Fire. That's that Ten of Wands. What else? Justice. This is actually, it says Justice on here, which reminds me of Justice. But I don't know why this is in this deck, and I probably should like read about it, but Justice and Strength are like reversed in this deck. This should be the number, you know, Justice should be the number 11, but instead it's the number 8, which is Strength in tarot, the normal tarot. But this is actually the card of Justice, which is fairness, you know, that we talked about before, which we saw. But Strength, which keeps coming up here, is also about being patient with yourself, feeling stronger than you think that you are, which is something I mentioned in the beginning of your reading. The Moon. Another card of their being intuition. We have a lot of Cancer energy here. So with Higher View and the Moon coming out, this is about having a revelation. And it's the same thing I talked about here with the number 20, Judgment and release. This is death. The Death card. This is endings, transformations, freedom. I feel like there's going to be in this card, okay. The bottom, look at that. The bottom of the deck is Empress. And look what she has holding, a baby. I'm telling you. I think you're worried about this person walking away from you. Okay, so we have divine counterparts. Now, this is focused a lot more on the Empress energy than it was on the masculine, but you still have masculine energy here with the Yang energy. So let's talk about this. This card right here, Death in Tarot, says release, and it has the Phoenix here that's fixing to take off, right? I feel as if whatever it was that you were wanting to understand, the knowledge that you were wanting to gain here with this person, like whatever it was that you needed, you'll get if you walk through that door with the energy you're in currently. This is future energy here, so if you continue in the energy you're in, this is where you're going. Things will become more illuminated to you here. You will find fairness and you will get justice in this situation in some way, shape, or form. Whatever you felt like was a burden on you, you know, it's funny too, because we had all those wands. There's so many major arcana here too, by the way. This is the ending of a cycle though, but you know how we had all those wands, all that fire, all that motion, all that energy there? Now you have the 10 of Wands. Do you see how she's just worked? She's overworked, you know, she's just wore out. That's what I'm feeling. Like you, that could also be in a sexual way even. I mean, take it how it resonates. I feel like you're taking all those wands and now you're wore out. You know, it's about feeling like there's like everything that you felt like you were restricted with. But even though it's upright, because I don't take reversals in this deck, I still feel like this is something that you're going to feel. Oh my gosh. I know what you're afraid of. I think that you're afraid that you're going to go through this process again with this person and you're going to feel more intensity than before, or it will still be there in still a very intense way. And that's when this burden comes in, because you're going to realize, oh, it's still there. I still feel the same way. That energy's still there. It still feels, you know, like I wanted it to, or like I imagined it would. And even though that's kind of, that feels good and everything else is, and you get to like, you acknowledge a bunch of stuff because of that, you still feel overwhelmed with that, which is something that you didn't think about before. But you do feel like that's what you're illuminated to. That's where the transformation comes in. I'm going to do something real quick, because I have to get some clarifiers here for this. These are some serious major arcana here. This is like it's a big deal. This is a really big deal for you in your life. I think that you see this person as this Empress energy, but this is definitely going to birth something new overall in your life. And I think it has a lot to do not only with this person and this connection, but in your abundance moving forward. There's so much more than just that. It has to do with your internal thought process, how you see things, how you see the world, how you can accomplish things in the world, how you can birth things in the world, how you can have abundance in the world, like seeing a bigger, higher perspective from where you've been. I want to know more about this death, please. Look at that. Wow. This the Four of Swords, when it's in reverse, is about having a sudden awareness. And this here, the Three of Pentacles, is about working with others. It's about collaborating, sharing goals. And that's the same thing that I talked about here with this All That Glitters, and how you feel like that you and this person can accomplish a lot together, or have a lot together, have a lot of abundance together in some kind of way. It's the same energy I'm feeling here. That's the transformation. Why is the moon here then? What's the moon here for? Well, okay. Here's that star that I told you was hung out to dry, because you don't know how this is going to work out in the future. You just want something to happen. You just want it to work out. But you know that you don't want to walk away from this, right? You know this Eight of Cups here in reverse is saying that you still have this, like, what do I call this? Weariness about the future with the star here as well. But you know that even with that weariness about the future and not knowing how it's going to work out, you still have it's still there. The opportunity is still there. Nine of Swords in reverse is saying You no longer have like this, Ten of Fire. You no longer feel this anxiety, fear, or worry, or stress, or whatever it is that before you did. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. This is a stress relief. And if you feel like this person walked away from you in the past in some kind of way, whatever it is, that whenever you get back with this person and whatever happens between the two of you, you're going to walk away from it feeling like you can breathe. Breathe. Yeah. Like everything's back in balance with you. Does that make sense? So all those illusions that you had about this person, or what happened, or what went on, or what was going on, or whatever it was, it's like you're having an awareness to it that you can still work with this person. And that's kind of like something that you were really worried about before, that was causing you a lot of stress and worry and fears and anxieties, sleepless nights, those dreams that we talked about. What is justice here? Why is justice here? What is... Okay. The Hermit. This is about you having this new... It's like you're having this new introspection in yourself. You know, I talked about strength and how you're kind of figuring out like you have this new self-empowerment because of what happens here. Like you're taking control. You're in that leadership role. This is that same thing. This is something that you will reflect on, that you'll think about moving forward, that will help you, not only with all this, just in your life. This was part of, this person is part of what's helping you evolve. This thing that's going on between the two of you. Why is the Ten of Fire here? Okay. Yeah. I just heard in my head, I can't give to you all the time, or I can't give to you in the way that I want. I can't give to you. I can't give to you. That's the burden. Y'all are going to have to take that how it resonates, because I think that might be a little bit different for everybody here with this Ten of Wands being here. The Six of Pentacles is like, well, part of the burden I feel like you feel is that you, afterwards, you still feel like there's like strings attached, you know, to you and this person, or you in this situation. And you can't really move forward. I'm telling you, I feel this feeling of like, you were kind of thinking maybe if you could just get this person out of your head, or maybe if you could just figure out what's going on, like all that curiosity, figure out what's going on with this person. If it didn't play out, then it didn't play out, and you can move forward either way. But what happens here is that you open that can of worms, you open that door up, and it opens you up to so much more. But there is prosperity here. There's awareness here. There's introspection. There's coming out of anxiety here. All these good things do come out of this. Why is the High Priestess here? But there's the Emperor there in reverse for the High Priestess. You're still controlling a part of the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're still with the Three of Swords. And the Nine, yeah. Wow. This is so random, but it's like you want to do this and have like this one-time thing with this person, and then it's the intensity of it. It's the intensity of it. This is very complex, okay? Very complex, this connection, and what happens here in this connection. And it's everything here is supposed to happen for a reason. Everything I'm seeing here takes place for you to have a higher view, a higher perspective, awareness, and a transformation within yourself. But I think that there's some things here that there is a little bit of worry. There's a little bit of fear that because of the intensity that's behind this, moving forward. And there's a chance that I think that you're worried about this thing ending again and causing this person pain again. Look at this. And then under that you have the Five of Wands in reverse, which is about avoiding conflict. This is betrayal and heartbreak. I mean, these are the two of the worst cards that you can see, you know, in tarot. It's like you're trying to avoid this happening here. You don't want this to happen here again. And that's a whole nother chapter. That's a whole nother chapter. That's you going back into a cycle of this, something that you feel like you came out of. I'm not sure exactly why they're showing me this. Maybe to prepare you for moving forward after all this happens. Because it's complex. The reason is because I see good things going on here. I see this being a good thing for you and a reason that all this is here. But then you start to get inside yourself a little bit. And you start to get fearful. It's like somebody that comes back in with someone else, and then they start to feel the intensity with that person. They start to really feel for that person or feel emotion with that person in some kind of way. And that causes fear. And so you take excessive control here with what's inside of yourself, not expressing yourself, not expressing what's inside of yourself here. Not following your inner guidance. Restricting yourself from that. You need some advice. I'm going to get you some of these first, though, before I get you some oracle. It's like you psych yourself out because of it's like when someone gets something really good that happens to them, and it's really good and really great. It's also very intense and exciting and everything else. But then there's like, once you put that thought in your head of it going wrong, how it will happen, what will happen if it goes wrong, that ruins it. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening to you here. Okay, you need to be very careful of that. This is future energy, so, you know, I guess maybe that's why they're showing us that, and why they're showing us that. Let's get some advice for that. We have divine timing and self-awareness, bottom of the deck. Well, self-limiting beliefs is negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. Remember that. Self-limiting beliefs was turned up there. I think you're going to strengthen this here. I think that you're going to have self-limiting beliefs that kind of creep their way back in, causing that fear and stress and anxiety. You need to be very careful of that. Be open to change here. Determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. This self-discovery with strength is exactly what I was talking about. You're going to discover this new, into me, number 8, which is strength. You're going to discover this new awareness about yourself. Then you have be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. This is what you're, I think, nervous about. This is what you become scared about. Ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. You need to ask Spirit about this moving forward. Apology, expansion. Forgiveness through mutual understanding is something that I told you that I feel like you may feel like you've hurt this person in the past. We saw the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck there earlier. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors, expansion. This is what I'm talking about. If you can get past these fears, these self-limiting beliefs, this expansion is here. Roots of abundance, higher view, merry motive, courage. Open a doorway to possibilities here. Manifest your dreams. All this stuff's here. My ear's ringing now. If you can get past the fear and the self-limiting beliefs, expansion is right there. Look, we also have manifestation at the bottom of the deck. Laws of attraction. Thoughts become reality. Thoughts become things. Pay attention to your thoughts. You know how I said, like, everything's going good and you feel all of this, and then you have that thought that pops into your head and it changes everything. Pay attention to your thoughts, what you're manifesting here. Let's get one of these oracles here for you guys. I'm also going to get some initials, and then I'll get a postcard from Spirit, and we'll close, okay? Okay, well, I'm not taking all of that. So, Spirit, can I just have one, please? Is it okay if I just have one? Pick a good one. Okay. They just threw one at me that time. Endless opportunities. Perfect. Perfect. Let's read it. Okay. It's wonderful to have freedom to choose. However, sometimes indecision can indecision can be almost suffocating. So get into your body and let your gut feeling guide you. You have options and opportunities that you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are dwelling or confusing. Sorry guys, I had something in my eye. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitations direct our choice. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choice. I can't say this. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from the place of the heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Like, this was like a perfect card for you. This is exactly everything that I've already said. Plus, the bottom of it, and this is when I'm reading cards like this, I have other things that are popping in my mind the whole time I'm reading it. So it gets so distracting. Sometimes reason and limitations direct our choices. That's like self-limiting beliefs. This is like down here at the bottom. This is what I'm talking about. This whole card is what I'm talking about here. I feel all this energy of abundance and great things and stuff happening and all this other stuff for you. Everything coming into balance for you. All this great stuff. And then this. And they're asking you to choose a place of the heart, compassion, integrity, and you won't go wrong. To go on that gut feeling that you're feeling. To not stay indecisive. You know, to do what you're feeling here, and you will have endless possibilities there. So let's get a postcard from Spirit. I'll get initials and we'll read it. Okay. Okay. That was kind of pushy. We have two of them. I've never seen this one before. It says with love. I guess I'll read them both. I know this is a long reading, guys. I apologize if it's too long. I'm sorry. Let's see. So long spread. A lot of letters here. Big letters. E. There's that number 5 and the number 2 and the number 6. So 2 is about decisions and balance. 5 is about the change that needs to take place. 6 is about there being harmony in the situation. We also have 0, which is the leap of faith that you need to take here. Now we have 0 or O, T, M or W, X. Now this is the crossroads that you're sitting at. I, V, A, O, J, C, N, O, and E. So this might spell something out for you. I don't want to sit on it too long because your reading's already taken so long, and then we have all this other stuff to get to. Let me hold up this just for a second so y'all can see. If y'all see anything and I'm not looking or seeing it's not calling out to me, can you please write it in the description box, and somebody else might need to see it. Okay, it's really hard for me not to look at them and not to want to spell something. So we have with love. Oh, nope. Okay, they want me to read this one first. You are not alone. Okay. Dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where that you want to go, feel the way that you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender to the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better awaits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whatever you want it into the loop. What you are really looking for is spirit. The connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. I want to emphasize on the fact that this card literally says not only new opportunities, you have endless opportunities here, and I've talked about all that, but it also says that connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else after that follows. And that's kind of what I feel here. I feel like this person is like your catalyst in a way to connecting with spirit, connecting with the divine, and understanding things on a catastrophical level, different from what you've experienced before. And I think when you go back around this next cycle that you have with this person, that's what you're going to experience. But you have to be very careful not to let these self-limiting beliefs get in the way of that. With love. Okay, here we go. Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside from a primal place? Wow. Yes. The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and is it exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning? It's normal to feel the both push and pull back and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through on behalf of your partner in life, spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Guys, I'm telling you, these cards, they blow my mind how they go with these readings. It's so insane to me. Okay, guys, this is long enough. I'm going to leave you there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hope it resonated and made sense. Hope it helps you in some kind of way. So this one was a crazy one. It was extra long, too. Hope you don't mind that. All mine are. I do see ocean in the bowl, by the way, so ocean might be significant to someone here. Cleanse your energy. Also, cleanse your energy. Ocean's a good way to do that. And you may be taking a trip with this person. Who knows? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you there. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it resonates for you. And thanks so much for your kindness and your support and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks, guys.